Okay, we shall start our lecture for now. Okay, let's say you can see my screen, please type yes before we start.
Yes.
Okay, good. So this chapter will cover business level strategy. So this will be the learning outcome. I will leave it to you. And first of all, definition is a must. So what is the meaning of business level strategy? Will be the integrated and also coordinated set of the commitments. And also your action, the firm used to gain a competitive advantage by exploiting means make use of a concurrency in the specific product market. So this will be the definition. So make sure in final exam you need to elaborate more. Okay. And core competency and also the strategy. So this will be the definition. Okay. So core competency will be the resource and super capabilities that are source of competitive advantage over your firm's rival. And then you come up with the strategy. So meaning of the strategy will be and coordinate set of the action you taken to exploit the core competency to gain the competitive advantage. And next level will be business level strategy. So this one you provide the values to the customer and also to gain the competitive advantage by exploiting the core competency in individual product market. And this will be the key issue that you need to ask yourself in business level strategy will be who, what, and how. These are the mainly three questions. So who will be served? What needs to be satisfied? And also how will those need to be satisfied? So effectively managing the relationship with customer. So must manage all as well the relationship with customer. So in terms of the reach, richness, and affiliation. So for the reach, right, will be first asset and connection to the customer. And for the richness will be the depth and also to get of two-way flow, right? Because communication is two-way flow between the firm and also customer. And next we'll come to the affiliation. So will be passionate of useful interaction with customer. And next one will be the who. So this one determines the customer to serve. So we come up with the market segmentation. So what is the meaning of market segmentation? Will be the process used to divide people or cluster people with similar needs into individual and also identifiable groups. So mainly you have customer and industrial market.
Okay.
Okay. So this one I will skip. Okay, I'll use the table number 9. Okay, slide number 9. So this one number 8, I will just skip. Okay, we refer to this table. Okay, more complete version. So consumer market will be having demographic factors such as age, income, and so on. And number 2 will be social economic factors will be your social class and also the stage in the family life cycle. And the geographic will be culture and then region and so on. And followed by the fourth one will be psychological factors will be your personality traits and also your lifestyle. And consumption pattern will be heavy, moderate, or light user. And just like broadband, right? You have many package, either depending on your usage. Okay? And number 6 will be perceptual factors will be like benefit segmentation and perceptual mapping. So these are under consumer market segmentation. And next one will come to the industrial market will be end use segment. So identify the SIC code. So product segment will be based on technological difference of production economies. And also for the geographic segment will be boundaries between the country. And also common buying factor segment will be cut across the product market and customer size segment. Okay, so each category, right, I want you to remember at least three or four. Three or four. So next one will come to the next question will be what? Okay, so the way which customer needs to be satisfied. So customer needs are related to the product benefit and also feature. So neither right or wrong, good or bad. And customer needs, right, will represent the desire in terms of features and performance capabilities. Okay, but anyway, don't try this one in supermarket or anywhere. Okay, this one. Okay, show in the picture.
Okay.
Okay, don't try this one. Okay. And next one will be how will be determine the core competency necessary to satisfy the customer needs. So as a firm, right, you must decide who to serve, how to serve, and also how to use the core competency to implement the value creating strategy, right? 创造价值的 that satisfy the target customer needs. And only firms, right, with capacity to continuously improve, right, innovate, and also upgrade their competency can expect to meet or to exceed customer expectation across time. And now we come to the purpose of the business level strategy. So business level strategy are intended, okay, to create the differences between the firm's competitive position and also those of its competitor. So you want to make the difference, or course you don't want to make your product or service look similar to your rival, okay, or else you will be faced out by them. And in order to position yourself, right, so the firm must decide whether it intends to perform the activities differently or to perform different activities as compared to rival. And types of potential competitive advantage. So you can achieve the lower overall cost than rival. So this will be the cost leadership strategy, right? And also to possess the capability to differentiate. So this one you use the differentiation strategy, right? In terms of your product or service and also command the premium price, you charge the higher price. Right? Because for the rich, right, they will say, this, if let's say this product, right, is luxury and also charge higher price, right, they will like self-esteem higher. Okay, 会有一个虚荣心. So this one, right, better you sell differentiation product. Okay? If let's say you sell the product cheaper, right, they will 嫌弃, okay? They will just don't want to buy. Okay? So you need to catch out the behavior. And basically, we have two scope will be broad or narrow. So broad will be target many customer segments. And for the narrow, right, you just select the segment or group of segment in the industry or also tailor the strategy to serve them specifically at the exclusion of others. And these are the five types of business level strategy. But for this slide, right, we will mainly cover this one, cost leadership and differentiation. But the rest also cover, but just a little bit. Okay. So these are the five types. Okay. So with the broad market, low cost will be this one. And then broad market with distinctiveness will be differentiation. And narrow target, lower cost will be focused cost leadership. And on the other hand, will be narrow target and distinctiveness will be this one. And somewhere in the middle, right, will be integrated cost leadership and differentiation. Okay, so this one I will just skip. Okay, quite similar. And we come to the first one, the cost leadership strategy. Okay, what is the meaning of cost leadership strategy? Will be integrated set of action taken to produce the good or service with features that are acceptable to the customer at the lowest cost. Okay, relative to that of competitors. So example of the firms, right, using the cost leadership strategy will be Walmart and also Asia. Okay, but nowadays, right, Asia is hard to sustain because of this COVID-19. Okay, cannot fly, and also they have the retrenchment, restructuring strategy, which we will cover in depth in chapter 7. So normally the cost leadership strategy, they have this characteristic. So relatively standardized product, and also features broadly acceptable to many customers, and they are normally having lowest competitive pricing. And another firms, right, they use the cost strategy will be Mr. DIY. Okay, for your information. But Mr. DIY is just in Malaysia. But if let's say you want to use the global one, right, you can use Walmart or Asia. So these are the cost-saving action that you can use under this strategy. So building the efficient scale facility and also tightly control your production cost and also your cost overhead, and minimize your cost of sale, R&D, and service. And you build an efficient manufacturing capacity, and to monitor the cost of activity provided by outsider. And you need to simplify the production process. Okay, so this is how to obtain the cost advantage. So this will be the criteria. So you can just alter the production process and change to automation. Everything you just use the AI. Okay? This will be the trend in future. And also new distribution channel, and also advertising media, and also direct sales in place of indirect sales, and also to use the new raw material efficiently and also strategically, and use the forward and backward integration. And also to change the location related to supplier or buyer. So these are the action that you can use to obtain the cost advantage. Okay? So basically will be these two. So determine and control the cost driver and also reconfigure your value chain, which we already covered in chapter 3.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be the value chain. So hopefully you still remember what we covered in chapter 3. Okay, because they are interrelated for the chapters. So this will be support function and this will be value chain. Okay, or in other words will be primary function. Okay, so we come to the finance will be basically to manage your finance in terms of the cash flow and then to control the debt and also to control the loan. Okay, because if we run the business right, definitely we will make the loans, okay, if necessary to raise your capital. And for HR, right, will be develop the policies in terms of managing the human resource, okay, to ensure the high employee efficiency and they keep the costing low. And then now we come to the MIS. So develop and maintain the cost-effective MIS operation. And then we'll come to the primary activities. So SCM. So basically to maintain the effective relationship with suppliers, to maintain efficient flow of goods. And then we come to the operation will be built economies of scale, okay, and efficient operation. So this one I believe that you already learned in micro, so I will not further elaborate. And for the distribution, right, will be use a low cost mode of transporting goods. Okay? They try to use the low cost one. Okay? And for the marketing, right, will be targeted advertising and also low price for high sales volume. Okay? So this is what Asia is doing. So they sell the ticket with cheaper prices to attract more customers and also to make passenger load higher. And we have the follow-up service, so will be efficient follow-up to reduce the return of the product and services. Okay, so these are the value creating activities. Okay, so you don't need to remember all, but you need to remember half of it, half of them. Right? Or because effective MIS, view management layers, they cut down and simplify, and also simplify planning, consistent policy, effective planning, not effecting, right? Effective. Okay? Easy to use manufacturing technology and also investment in technology, and find the low cost raw material, and to monitor the supplier's performance and to link the supplier's product to production process and to use economy of scale, efficient scale capacity, and the schedule is effective, and to use the low cost transportation as possible, and highly trained sales force and proper pricing. So these are the examples of value creating activities under the low cost leadership or cost leadership. So now we come to the porter's five forces, how to link this cost leadership to the five forces. Okay. So due to cost leadership advantageous position, right? So in terms of the rivalry with existing competitor, so the rival side will hesitate, meaning that to compete on basis of pricing. So lack of price competition, right, will then leads to greater profit. So for more elaboration, right, you can always refer to ebook. Okay? Because if let's say your final just write this one, right, not enough. Okay? And also you need to do thorough research on that particular company. And next one will come to the budget power of buyer. So you can decrease the buyer powers by driving the price far below the competitors and then causing them to exit the market and trust stealing power with buyers back to the firm. And next one will come to the budget power of supplier. So you can decrease the supplier's power by being able to absorb the cost increase due to low cost position. And also be able to make large percentage, reducing the chance of supplier using the power to you. And next one will be come to the threat of new potential entrant. So you can frighten off the new entrant due to their need to enter on the large scale in order to be cost effective and cost competitiveness. And the time it takes to move down the industry learning curve also longer. And the fourth one will be substitute, right? Product substitute. So cost leadership is well positioned to lower the price in order to maintain the value position. And also they can make the investment to add the value feature, however, in the substitute. And as a cost leader, right, they can buy the IP, intellectual property, and also the patent developed by potential substitute. And continue. So these are the competitive risks. Okay? So process used to produce the and also to distribute the good or service may become obsolete, outdated, OUT. Okay? So due to competitors' innovation. And another risk will be too much focus on cost reduction may occur at expense of customer percent or differentiation. Okay, the rich one, right, will not prefer uh, the low cost product and services. Okay? So this will be the another disadvantage. And also, like companies using their own core competency, right, may successfully copy the strategy, over time. And now we come to the next strategy, will be differentiation strategy. So what is the meaning of differentiation strategy? Will be integrated set of action taken to produce a good or service that customer perceive as being different, or unique in ways that are important to them. So normally they focus on non-standardized product, luxury product mainly, and also customer value differentiated features more than they value the low cost. Okay. Right. So how to obtain the differentiation advantage? So you can either control the cost driver if needed, or you can configure the value chain. Okay, just like what we learned in chapter 3. Okay? So you can lower the buyer's cost and also to raise the performance of product or service. And you can create a sustainability through these two. Okay? Customer perception of uniqueness and also the reluctance to switch to non-unique product or service. And this will be the value chain in terms of the primary activities and support activities. Okay? For the finance, right, I would say overall, right, they will use the last three one. Okay? High cost. Okay? And also to make the long-term investment in their or new technology and innovative product in marketing and advertising, and also ability to provide exceptional means the best service. And for the HR, right, they will just recruit highly qualified employee. Okay? Everything is high standard. Okay? And for the MIS side will be deliver the excellent. They try to deliver the best one, right? Not the low cost, okay? Not the low cost. And for the supply chain management, we deal and maintain a positive relationship with major suppliers and also to ensure high quality supplies. Right? Add on this one, high quality supplies. And for the operation wise, right, will be manufacture the high quality goods and also develop a flexible system that allows a rapid response to the customer changing needs. And when it comes to the distribution, will be provide accurate and timely delivery. It means on time delivery. And for the marketing, we build a strong positive relationship with customer and also to invest in effective promotion and advertising program. And next one we follow our service or other words will be after sales service. Will be having a specially trained unit to provide the after sales service and also ensure the customer satisfaction are always high. Okay, so these are the example of value creating activities under the differentiation. So I want you to remember at least half of them, half. So highly developed MIS and also emphasis on quality, focus on quality, not quantity. Right? And focus conversion for creativity and also productivity. And use of subjective performance measure. And met the basic research capability, use of technology, high quality raw material, and also delivery of product in the timely manner. And high quality replacement part, superior handling of incoming raw material, attractive products, rapid response to the customer's specification and needs, and auto processing procedure is high, and customer quality and personal relationship. So these are the examples of value creating activities under the differentiation strategy. So now we'll come to the Porter's five processes of how you are going to link Porter's five processes with differentiation. So the first one, existing competitor. Okay? So you can define against the competitor because the customer brand loyalty, right? To differentiate product can offset means sell, right? Price competition. And in terms of buyer, right, will be you can decrease the buyer's power because where differential product can reduce the customer sensitivity to increase of price. And we'll come to the supply side will be you can decrease the supply power by absorbing the price increase due to higher margin, or you can passing along the higher supplier's price because buyers are loyal to differentiated brand and they are willing to pay more as a buyer. And next one will come to the potential of new entrant, the threat. So you can defend against the new entrant. Two new products must surpass the full products. And also new products must be at least equal to purpose of full product, but offer at the lower prices. So that's why the potential new entrant are hesitant to compete. And the last one will be substitute. So you can wear position related to substitute because brand loyalty to the differential product tends to reduce the customer testing of new product or switching brand. They are hesitant to test the new product because they are so get used to use the product. So that's one.
Okay.
Okay, so on the other hand, right, these are the risks to use the differentiation because different strategy, right, they have their potential risks, respectively. So the price differential between the differentiators product and also the cost leadership product becomes too large. One is charging higher and then one is charging lower. So I would say the public will tend to choose the lower price because they just want the service, similar service, and then they want to pay the minimal cost. And differentiation, right, was seized to provide the value for which customer are willing to pay. And also experience, right, narrows the customer perception of the value of differentiated product feature. And also remember the counterfeit goods duplicate the differentiated features of the firm's product. Especially I would say Malaysia, right, is too many counterfeit goods. They don't have the IP laws enforced strictly. So that's why they have this trend. And that's why we come to the focus strategy. So integrated set of action taken to produce a good or service that serve the needs of the particular specific competitive segment. So you can focus either by particular by group or use or senior citizen, the age group. And different segment will be professional craftsman versus do it yourself. Meaning like for example IKEA will be DIY. You buy your product and then you just assemble yourself. Or you can hire this one, professional craftsman, to do the furniture for you, to assemble the furniture for you. And different geographic market will be East Coast versus West Coast, okay, the location wise. And these are the types will be focus, cost leadership, and also focus differentiation. So to implement the focus strategy, so the firm must be able to complete various primary and support activities, your value chain, in a competitive superior manner. So in order to deliver and also to sustain a competitive advantage. And also your ultimate goal is this one, above average return. So these are the factors that drive the focus strategy. So large firm may offer a small niche market, and also the firm will may let the resource need to compete in the broader market. So that's why they compete in the narrow segment. And a firm is able to serve the narrow market segment more effectively than its large industry-wide competitors, and also focusing allow the firms to just direct its resource with certain value chain at least to build a competitive advantage to specific group of people. Okay, but then there are other hand will be risks for using the focus strategy. So focus firm may be out focus by its competitor, and also large competitor may set its sight on the firm's niche market. Okay, so now you cannot compete with the large competitor, and customer purpose in niche market may change over time. Okay, because as the era goes on, our needs is keep changing to more closely resemble those of the broader market.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now we come to this one, integrated cost leadership and differentiation strategy. Okay, so meaning that a firm that successfully use the integrated cost leadership means to combine these two, right, somewhere in the middle. So should be in the better position to adapt quickly to environmental change, and also learn the new skill and technology more quickly, and also effectively leverage its core competency while competing against its rival. So these are the commitment to strategic flexibility. Okay, so you can use this type of system. So flexible manufacturing system (FMS) or use the CRM information network client relationship management, and to use the TQM system. So we come to the FMS. So it will be computer control process used to produce the various type of product in the moderate flexible quantities with a minimum of manual intervention. So the goal is to eliminate the low cost versus the wide product variety trade-off, and also to allow the firm to produce a large variety of products at a relatively low cost. Okay? They try to achieve the economies of scale. And next one will be CRM, or in others will be information network. Okay? So link the company's electronic retail, suppliers, digital, and also customer. Okay? So will be facilitate the efforts to satisfy the customer expectations. So in terms of product variety or in terms of the delivery speed. And to improve the flow of work among the employees in the firm and also their counterpart at supplier and distributor. So example with CRM. And the third one will come to the TQM system. So emphasize a total commitment to the customer through the continuous improvement using the data-driven and also problem-solving approach. And to use the empower of employee groups and team. So these are the benefit of using the TQM. So increase the customer satisfaction and to lower input and operation process costs and to reduce the time to market at the reach for innovative products. Okay, but then on the other hand, we'll be having the risk for this integrated cost reduction and differentiation. So often involves compromises, means 妥协. Okay? So becoming neither the lowest cost nor the most differentiated firm. Okay, because of this one, right, you will become stuck in the middle, okay? Somewhere in the middle. So lacking the strong commitment and also expertise that influence the firm follow either the cost reduction or differentiation strategy, right, is similar to point number one, right? Because you are stuck in the middle. So that's why you are not so expert in one area. Okay? You are like, I would say in Malaysia will be like logic. Okay? Okay, so that's the end for the first part of chapter 4. Okay, so we'll cover the additional chapter 4. Wait a moment. Okay, let's say you can see my screen, please type yes before we start.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, so this will be the additional for chapter 4 as a support, okay, as a additional support for the information. Okay, will be strategic cloud. So basically we have 8 types. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 over 8. So these are the parallel strategy, 6 over 8. Okay. So in this as a firm, right, you try to maintain either number 1 until number 5, each either one. Okay. So 6 until 8 you should avoid. So we come to the north views, will be low price combined with low perceived product benefit. So using the price sensitive market segment, right? So especially to use in the commodity market or price sensitive customer and also high power low switching costs among buyer and also opportunity to avoid the major competitors. And route number 2, low price strategy. So this one basically to low price than competitors by offering the similar product benefits. But then possible risks are margin reduction and also inability to reinvest. And route number 3 will be hybrid. So meaning that you achieve the differentiation and also low price at the same time. Okay? So advantages when greater volumes can be achieved and also cost reduction outside differentiation actually are available. And you can use this one as an entry strategy at the beginning when you set out your fund.
Okay.
All right, so now we come to route number 4 will be differentiation. Okay, so seek to provide the customer the product that offer the benefit that is different from those offered by the competitors. So this differential strategy, right, is dependent upon these two. So ultimately, I also understand the strategy customer needs because the needs are over changing, okay, as the time goes, and also to identify the key competitor strategy. And now we come to the route number 5 will be focused differentiation. So seek to provide high perceived product benefit and also to justify the price premium. But then the key issues are choice between the focus strategy and also for differentiation. And also the tension between the focus strategy and also other strategy. And also the market change okay? Because of the hyper competitive environment. So you need to take care of the changes from time to time. And route number 6 until 8 will be the strategy that you should avoid at all costs. Okay. So number 6 will be increase the price without increasing the service product benefit. Okay, definitely the user will not purchase this one. Okay. And number 7 will be reduction in the product or service benefit with increase in relative prices. Also not so good. Okay. And also number 8 will be reduction in benefit while maintaining the price, also not so suitable as a customer, and also the market competition. Okay,
Okay.
so I will say that's all for today's lecture. If let's say you have no question, so next week Monday, right? Make sure to enter yourself in Zoom before 1:05 p.m. Okay, we will cover chapter 5 on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will see you on
Okay.
Monday. Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.